I'm sure that majority of you have Facebook accounts and you put your profile pictures. Nowadays, you'll notice that when people put a candle on the profile picture, what does it mean? Somebody dies. And then, there's no caption at all. So you'll start asking, kinsay namatay? Osyoso kayo mga chismoso over the Facebook. So, especially if there's no caption. Now, if you notice nowadays, especially this pandemic, there are a lot already have died. You will notice that on Facebook. My question here is, how would you feel if a very close friend or a relative dies? Surely it would be very devastating, as if your world has momentarily ended. I had my own experience when my father died a few years ago, then a year after, my mother died. You cannot describe your feeling. There's a feeling of emptiness. This was also the feeling of Mary Magdalene, the saint that we celebrate today. She was so devastated by the death of her beloved friend, Jesus. Mary Magdalene was so consumed by the death of Jesus that she failed to recognize the resurrected Jesus, who asked her why she was weeping. Then afterwards, Jesus revealed himself to her, and Mary Magdalene recognized Jesus. Her failure to recognize Jesus was because she was so consumed about his death. My dear brothers and sisters, death is a certainty of life. It visits any one of us at a time that it chooses. We do not know. Of course, we don't like it to happen, but death comes to us. And nobody can prevent it, for it's the cycle of our life. But after death comes life. Life that is very much different from the life that we have in this world. Perhaps this was the reason why Mary Magdalene did not recognize the resurrected Jesus when he appeared to her. Mary Magdalene could not distinguish the image of the resurrected Jesus as opposed to his Jesus before his death. The resurrected Jesus also manifests himself to us, yet we don't pay attention to him. Maybe he comes to us through the poor that we often see begging for whatever that we could give them. Jesus also manifests himself to us through a sick relative or friend who is longing for our visit. So, again, we fail to recognize Jesus, the resurrected Jesus, because we are consumed of the Jesus before his death. So what can we learn? What lessons can we learn, especially on the life of Mary Magdalene? The manifestation of Jesus to Mary Magdalene teaches us not to give up. How many times in our life in which everything disintegrates? It seems that everything is done. We encounter betrayals, sufferings, and pain, disasters, and so many things which may cause us to feel unworthy and to lead to fall into deep trouble. But in believing Jesus, like Mary Magdalene, who was with him all throughout his life, even until death and after his death, he was the one who first witnessed his resurrection. Other things also happen, and this can make us new hope and discover that love is greater than defeat and death. And Mary Magdalene showed us this example. Let us all rise.